goal, and it's to store up as many pennies and satoshis as I possibly can, like a little ant, so that when the crypto spring comes out and the winter is all past, I will have emerged as a beautiful butterfly from an ant to a butter. Look, that is my goal. I don't even care. If you're new to this channel, my name is Aaron. I'm on a journey to my next Bitcoin while helping you to your next Bitcoin. I've accomplished this goal of achieving one Bitcoin. I'm trying to accomplish another one and another one and another one and trying to help as many people as I can. I'm not an expert in anything. Okay, I'm still a student. I want to approach everything in life, especially in crypto, as a student, because I think if you start approaching this stuff as an expert, you start to get wrecked. And I've learned some valuable lessons in the last week that I'd like to share with you. A lot of them are fails. It really humbled me, but I want to share them with you just to make sure that we are all on the same page here. And I want to discuss all of this stuff. So real quick, big shout out to the Crypto Warden. You're up late. But glad to see you. And he's a regular on CNFT Tuesdays, which is our live show tomorrow. But yeah, I want to just talk some market updates, and not really updates, like plays, like methodology. I want to know, like, okay, how to think through this crypto market, and then how does that dictate the rest of our investing strategy. So let's get right into the market updates here. Bitcoin is sitting at 22.9 right now. I see this particular this is a bear market rally because of the Fed, and then I see this slight decline here, and it's slow, but it made me be out. I sold like right around here, probably around here, and I sold my Bitcoin. I'm not trying to get back in the market right now. I think it's too volatile, and I just don't feel good about it right now. I feel like that was a false rally. I think there are a lot of people saying like, oh, the bulls are back, the bulls are back. I don't really like any of that talk right now. I want to be realistic. I want to be protective of my pennies. And so anytime I move in the market, I put my Bitcoin at risk. Fortunately, it's worked out for me more times than it hasn't worked out for me. But you just never know in this market. Anything happen. And so I'm deciding to bank and save everything right now. Let me know what you're doing here. But the fear and greed index is at 31. One thing that I noticed that was very interesting was that it's sitting at 31 right now, and it was at 32, 42. And this was when it was like kind of rallying. And I don't, even though it's still technically fear, I remember when it was like 15 and I was making videos when it was like 15. I think one time I saw it was like 9. And so I want to make sure that next time I see at 15 and 9, I want to make sure that I am definitely buying in big, because if we had bought in big time at the bottom in like June, when things were just like no one knew what was happening, I think there's a lot of money to be made there. And so especially when coins are 2xing or 3xing. So I thought that was really interesting. Bitcoin probably not as much, but definitely when it was down to this level, 15, Ethereum that basically went 100% increase. And so if we bought into Ethereum at like $900, is that $1,700 then. So that was a huge move for crypto Ethereum in that last month. So I thought that was very helpful. One thing that I always like to look at every Monday is this digital asset flows, that like money that comes into the market. Bitcoin saw 84 million flow into it, and Ethereum saw 1.1 million. Cardano, my baby Cardano, lost 0.7 million here. And Litecoin, Solana, they make a little bit too. So I thought that was very interesting. And the reason why is people are still investing, people are still looking at it. So who knows? We'll see what happens here. I don't know what's going to happen here. One thing to look at here is the Bitcoin rainbow chart. You're seeing basically at these levels, it's a fire sale. I don't know. Here's the thing. In a long-term spectrum, you kind of see this overarching thing that it's always good to buy on these blue things, on this blue line, because it'll eventually just pick up right where it came from. But there is still money to be made to sell over here and then let that thing ride down. But the difference here is, look at the difference here. This is 1117. This is 1118. This is a whole year. This is 1119 right here. Okay, so we're talking a year time frame here. So you and I, if we're looking at the crypto markets regularly, man, this is not our time frame. It's so hard to get into that type of time frame. So I have to look at, I mean, like this is 1/120, right? 1/120 and 1/121. If we bought in here, it would have to take a whole year. So if we're buying here, I am assuming it's going to take a whole year before we see some major upswing. Are you in this? Are you in this? Shows hex is a scam. What's going on, addicted JR3? I don't know. I'm not really into hex. I'm not really a hexican. My cousins are, but yeah, I'm not really into hex. I did sacrifice. Wow, I remember this. I did sacrifice 1 Ethereum to Pulse Chain, and I guess I've never seen that back. So we'll see. We'll see if that shows up back. Either way, I think that if we're buying now, if we're buying Bitcoin now, do not assume you're going to see any kind of profit until a year from now. So I think I might just store the Bitcoin away and just try to forget about it and forget about the $4,000 that I'm going to miss on it, which is about 20%. I mean, like, it's still a lot. So I go back and forth on this thing. One thing I think is interesting is Glassnode. If you are into like on-chain analytics and seeing what's going on, what are the actual moves that are happening, I think that everyone should be aware of this stuff, especially if we're trading like cowboys are. I'm trying to learn more of it, admittedly. But one thing that I wanted to pull up here was very interesting. It was okay, so it was the stablecoin movements. Okay, so check this out. Stablecoin dominance to no, so stablecoin dominance here. When, let's see if I can pull this up. When we see the collapse of Luna, right? Here's the collapse of Luna. USDT, which is up here, collapse of Luna right here. This is the collapse of Luna, this line. You see USDT just crash. People are like, oh no, this is like USDT. Everyone knows that this is the shadiest one, so everyone's trying to bail out of it. USDC actually picked up on the crash of Luna because it's like insured. BUSD steady strong and died just a small dip, but still, I mean, steady strong. So to me, I think BUSD and USDC are consensus. A lot of people really like those two stable coins. So if you're in the market for stable coins and you're moving back and forth in stable coins, these seem to be really good choices. USDT, not a good choice. I don't think anyone will really support USDT. It's just the most liquid. That's all. That's why people are buying it. That's why people are mostly in it. So I thought that was interesting. So hopefully that could help in any way to, you know, okay, when I'm selling out of the market, what am I going to be buying into? I think that's really interesting. And all this stuff is like really interesting. I'm not an expert here, okay, but I don't pretend to be. But I did see this. This is a Bitcoin TA price signals bearish reaction. So what this article is basically showing is that Bitcoin has had a hard time reaching and sustaining the 24,000 level. And what they're saying is that they're looking at support at 22.8 and a resistance at 23.3. And so if it keeps on popping out, they drew the same line as me. Okay, geez, I didn't even realize that. Basically, what they're saying is they're looking at more losses here. They're looking for down to like 20,700. I don't know if a high of 24.6 is accurate or not. I don't know if I like that, but that's what I'm seeing. The reason why this is important is because anywhere that Bitcoin goes, the market will follow. And here's the thing about the market, okay? Look, I'm switching my tune a little bit, maybe not switching my tune, but I want to get into projects that I'm building for in the bear run, to building like my accumulation for stuff in the bull run. And here's how I'm doing it, right? Okay, here's the play of the day. And my play of the days are three of my new favorite coins. And a lot of people are on this stuff already. I'm not particularly, but I really like Yield Games Guild. Okay, Yield Games Guild is one of these coins or one of these projects that incorporates a whole bunch of, oh, look at this, mint your badge. Oh, you must be connected. I'm gonna mint this badge right now. Whatever it is. I didn't even realize they're doing a mint here. Okay, so let's mint this thing for whatever reason. Oops, Binance Smart Chain not word. I need to go to Ethereum. Okay, fine. Hey, let's see what happens. Let's mint this thing. How much is this mint? Good, because that's where all my Ethereum's on. I just minted this thing. I don't know what I'm gonna get. So Yield Games Guild is one of these projects that I've been doing some research on, and I'm like, oh, okay, they have a whole host of games that they're supporting. Okay, this is your key to the great program season 1. This is, look at this, I got a badge. So one of these things is like I'm really liking this little aggregate, this little dashboard. I like how they're incorporating a lot of different games. One of those that same mentality I like Vulcan Forge for. They have a whole, it's like a game, it's a game system. It's not any one particular game, which draws in the hype. It's a whole game system. I can't play any of these games right now because it takes a PC, so I need to buy a PC to start operating in the Vulcan Forge. This one's probably my favorite. This is PYR. And then Engine, of course, is another thing that's just like supports a whole bunch of different gaming projects and stuff like that. So I thought that was really interesting. And so let's see here. Engine right now is sitting at a 0.61, so 61 cents. Vulcan Forge is at $4.14. So these all look like pretty good low times to buy. And then this one is at 78, whatever. I don't know if now is the best time to buy. I'm not sure if I would be buying right now, but I think that I'm definitely looking at these. And here's my mistake with the Yield Games Guild. I was like doing a lot of research of it, and I think I shilled myself. So I bought at like 94, 93, something like that. And then I was like, oh, why did I do that? Why did I buy this pump right here? I bought this pump a couple days ago, somewhere up here. Oh, look at this whole market's trending down. They're just all following Bitcoin right now. Yeah, so I bought at that, and man, I don't know why I did that. It's so silly. I mean, look at this. It went all the way up to $1. I bought it at like right here, 60.92 or something like that, and then it went even higher, and then I didn't even sell. So mistake on my part. Okay, I'm not the best trader in the world. I'm not perfect at it at all. But I do see this downward trend, and I don't like it. So I want to be out of the markets totally and see what happens. I want to see what happens. I'm not sure. Of course, it's down here. So I assume it's going to draw back up again, right? Just like any of these ones. Look, I mean, you see it crashing down, pick back up. Crash down, pick back up. Crash down, pick that down. Crash down, probably pick back up. So maybe I should buy it now for the quick sell. But I don't know, like, we're looking at a difference of, let's see here, 79 cents to 83 cents. I don't know how much of it. What is that? It's 10% profit. That's not really worth anything to me. I don't know, maybe $100. It could be. I have no idea. So we'll see. I do like Vulcan Forge. I do like Engine. I like all these three. I want to hold something long term other than Bitcoin. That because Bitcoin is a surefire, bet 10 years from now. I get that, but I want a like crazy return in a bull run, and I think these types of coins and these types of projects are that. I'm not, I'm still into the launch pads. I'm still into gains. I'm still into all that, especially when they allow me different access to these different projects. But I do really favor some of this Yield Games Guild stuff and Vulcan Forge. I need to do some more testing. I want to get into the ecosystem, especially Vulcan Forge, since it's up and running. I think it's most like, I talked about this on the channel before, and so this is something that I really appreciate. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. There's 8 of you guys. Come on, let me hear from you guys. So yeah, I appreciate that. Anyways, guys, let me know if you guys are picking up any of these things. Oh, let me give a quick update to Mallard Order too. I picked up 9 Mallards. I probably invested another $1,000. I was buying 3 or 4 at around the 400 price, which I was very happy at. And they went down to about 300, even below, I think. And I should have picked them up then, but it's all good. I'm happy with this. I want to get about 10. So I like this static one. I'm looking at some different ones. I don't know which ones I really like yet. Most of these are about 400. So that seems like about a fair price to be in on. Anyway, Mallard Order is one of those newer like NFT projects that just went completely gangbusters a couple days ago. one of those long-term holds. I'm liking these long-term holds for right now, and then we'll see. I'll see if I could flip a big one sooner or later. Anyways, guys, that's it from me. Let me know what you guys think on some of these picks. Yeah, I'll see you guys. Well, let me pull myself up. I'll see you guys tomorrow for CNFT Tuesday.